Hey everybody, this is Lewis Speaks 2020, and today I want to talk to you about the thing about getting better. When you start to evolve and when you start to grow and you start to do your work and you start to move away from being that broken person that you once were, you will notice a couple of things happen. For one, you will notice that your social circle becomes smaller. You know, the people that you once dealt with, you find that you no longer have anything in common with. You feel as though you've outgrown them. You feel you've outgrown their friendship. You feel you've outgrown certain things that you used to do with them. You no longer are interested in doing those things. And as a result of this, they will say things like, oh, you've changed. You are no longer the same person that you once were. They won't be able to recognize you. Therefore, they don't want to continue to deal with you. And that's a natural consequence of growth. You know, you no longer do and behave and say and act the same way that you once did. And this makes people uncomfortable. This makes people nervous because they're so used to you being one way. You know, a lot of times the people that call themselves your friends are really just vampires in disguise. People that have benefited from you being dysfunctional. People that have benefited from you being irrational, you know, insecure. You know, they benefited from that person. The moment that you gain confidence, the moment that you begin to feel comfortable in your skin, and you begin to draw boundaries and lines in the sand, that's when they say things like you've changed. And they miss the old you because the old you was a doormat. The old you allowed people to disrespect and violate and hurt you. The old you didn't want to make waves, didn't want to end the friendships, didn't want there to be a rift because you were so afraid of losing people. And people know when you are afraid of losing them. And so they take certain liberties because they know you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're the one that's afraid. And so usually the one that wants it the most, I've learned this also. In a relationship, the one that wants it the most usually is the one that has to do the most to keep it. And so what ends up happening is that you have these lopsided relationships where one person is doing all the legwork for love while another person is just coasting on the other person's initiative, time, and effort, which creates an imbalance. But that's another video altogether. So that's one thing you notice. You notice you no longer fit in, with certain people that you used to hang out with. Another thing is family members. They will encourage you to stop doing your change work. They will encourage you to stop reading, stop knowing things, stop analyzing, because then you'll have the language to describe what is happening to you. You'll have the knowledge. You'll have the words. And when you have that, that's power. And a lot of people in this world, I've noticed, be it family or friends, they're uncomfortable with your newfound power. They don't want you to know too much, because when you know too much, you can call them out on their nonsense, And a lot of people just want to continue to play you, continue to take advantage of you, continue to benefit from your ignorance. And so you have to definitely recognize who those people are in your life, and then you have to just cut them off, because you don't need anybody that's trying to inhibit your growth. You don't need that. Another thing you'll notice when you start to evolve is that you find it very difficult to be around people in general. Being around people becomes exhausting. You realize that a lot of people are full of trash, are inauthentic, are constructs. They put on the mask. They laugh a little harder at things that aren't really funny just to exaggerate joy. But deep down inside, they're misery factories, you know? And it's like you start to realize this, it becomes apparent to you, you know? And after a while, you just don't want to be around any more fake individuals. It actually begins to nauseate you physically. You know, I don't know how many times that I've had to leave parties early and leave bars early because I just could not be around any more fake people. I just couldn't stomach it. And no matter how hard I tried to drink my drink and smile and laugh at jokes that were not funny at all, I basically just said no more. After a while, I said, I can't do this performance no more. I can't do it. It was just a performance. It wasn't real joy. And so when you begin to evolve, you start to look for real joy, things and people that bring you genuine joy, authentic. You know, when you start to evolve, you crave knowledge. You crave more knowledge. You want to know more. You want to be around people who know more. You want to explore, you want to research, you want to delve deep into things because you like what you're learning. You like the person that you're becoming, you know? And the thing about it is also a side effect of evolving and coming into yourself is that you will be lonely. You will be lonely. And you'll start to experience these intense feelings of loneliness. Sometimes you'll have difficulty sleeping. Sometimes you'll have difficulties, you know, making sense of certain things because you don't understand. You know, if I'm getting better, then why is my social circle declining? Why are my family members unhappy with me? Why are certain things happening? Why are my coworkers really just not interacting with me the way that they once did? It's because you are no longer the same person that you once were, and they were used to that person. They were used to benefiting, like I said earlier, from your ignorance. And now that you're becoming a more learned person, a more evolved individual, people cannot handle that. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who are envious of other people who are doing something more with their lives. And I've learned that if someone else does not have a purpose, they're going to hate you for having a purpose. If they don't have a purpose in life, they will vibrate on a lower level. You know, the vibrational frequency in their lives would be very low. And if your vibrational frequency is high and you're actually just in a higher consciousness, they're going to feel inadequate. Being around you is going to make them feel inadequate. They're not going to be comfortable around you. You're going to make them feel bad because you, by your growth alone, you hold up a mirror to them. You hold up a mirror to their imperfections. You hold up a mirror to their flaws. You hold up a mirror to their insecurities. And a lot of people cannot deal with that. So if you find that you are lonely, if you find that you spend most of your time by yourself, realize this. You're growing. You're evolving. And that's a beautiful thing. You know? Of course, it won't feel like a beautiful thing because most creation first feels like destruction. It feels like this breaking up, you know, of various things in your life. It hurts. But it's creating a brand new you, a you that is priceless, a you that will go with you to newer places, better places. And I know right now it doesn't feel that way. I know right now it feels like you have no one in your corner to share your elevation, but just as when you go higher, the air it gets harder to breathe. Many people cannot go where you are going. Many people, when they reach that altitude, they just drop, you know, they drop. You keep on going higher and higher and higher and higher. And soon, a lot of people are going to feel alienated by your greatness. And my thing is this, me personally, I always hold out an invitation to other people. Grow with me, please. But everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own journey that they are on. And you have to respect that. I respect the fact that people have their own journey. And it's okay. Not everybody is going to be willing to grow with you. And it hurts, if you want to know the truth. Having to let go of people that you love, people that you care about, people that you want to go with you, but they're not ready, it hurts. But it's a necessary process. It's a shedding process that you have to get comfortable with. Because not everybody is ready to go where you're going. So with that being said, I encourage everybody to continue to do your work, to do your healing work and grow and advance and take those steps that you need to take in order to elevate and become the best possible you. Because in the end, when all is put away, all you have left is you. All you have left is yourself. They have a saying, there are no bunk beds and caskets. Meaning that when it's time for you to transition from this world, it's going to only be you. So knowing that, you have to make it an aim to make sure that when you reach that final point, when you arrive at the final hour, you're going to arrive with no regrets, no remorse. You're going to have lived a well-lived life. And to live a well-lived life means trimming the fat and trimming the people in your life who can't go with you because they're just not ready to. So I've learned that readiness is everything. And if a person's not ready to elevate with you, they're not ready. Does that mean you have to hold yourself back and wait until they're ready? No. You have a destiny to fulfill. So you have to keep going. If they want to catch up, they can. But that's none of your concern. Your concern is making sure that you stay ready, you stay motivated, and you trudge and just trek full speed ahead. So, hope this video is helpful for many out there who are struggling in their journey, towards fulfillment. Just realize that as you get better, you will start to lose certain people from your life. But that right there is a side effect of greatness. So I continue to applaud you on your journey towards greatness, and trust, when you continue on and gain new tools and new insights, you're going to feel amazing. And you're also going to attract those who are with you on your journey, those who are actually like-minded ones, people that actually share your mission, your purpose. You're going to definitely attract a new tribe. So as you journey forward, look for the ones who can support you on your journey. I definitely applaud everybody once again who is out there pushing ahead, striving. Keep on striving. This is Lewis Speaks, saying peace.